It's about to get wicked. Hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video. And in this video, yes, oh my god, we have a ton of Wicked Part 2 for good doll news to talk about from our first look at the new Deluxe dolls, new collector Glinda doll, the Wizard Dorothy has been revealed. We have tons of new playsets, figurines to look at, and more. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, yes, so over the past couple of days, we've been getting a ton of Wicked for Good doll news, reveals, leaks, and finally we have most of the stock photos for most of the dolls releasing. I'm pretty sure we're still waiting to see like the singing Glinda doll get revealed. We do have a picture of the singing Elphaba doll, but I think like for the most part, probably these are going to be all the dolls. Maybe we'll get like another, yeah, I do think we're getting more. But not that many more, I don't think. We're not gonna get probably like a Fiero or Madame Morrible like last time. I'm not sure we'll get a Nessa Rose. Maybe, hopefully it will be really cool to see like the Tin Man and the Scarecrow, you know, as actual dolls. But let's see, I think for now, this seems to be looking like the first wave of the Wicked for Good 2 movie dolls collection. But anyway, let's get into each individually. Oh my god. So yes, while the Barnes & Noble had a early release of the new Deluxe Glinda and Elphaba dolls, here we have the official stock photos, and they have now been coming in and out of stock also on Amazon. So I guess they're already kind of available on Amazon US. In terms of Amazon Europe and like European fans, I was not able to see them available yet. Like the Amazon Germany listing is literally not even available right now. So I'm assuming for the US fans, they're going to be available first. And then for us other international fans, we're going to have to wait again. But that's okay. That's okay, I guess. We're going to be late to the party, like always. But here's Deluxe Glinda, and she's really pretty. She is wearing the blue kind of periwinkle dress, and it has multiple layers. There's actually like 3 layers in total. And I think that really makes the entire effect make it look even better than with the bubble dress from the first movie. It was just like 2 layers kind of, and it was like the shower curtain feeling kind of fabric. This one with the multiple layers, it definitely feels softer. It looks softer. It looks like better quality overall. The torso, the bodice print, yeah, it's a print. You know, what are you gonna do? But it's nicely detailed at least, and we do have some shimmery effect. We have some sleeves. We also have the like little like things that kind of like come out of the shoulders, like the poofy sleeves. It looks really nice. Her face grading, the face sculpt is the exact same. Minor difference is the lipstick color is more of a cooler toned pink. And then the crown, the wand, same molds. We have new earrings. The hairstyle is the exact same style as well. The packaging also very similar, but the colors and obviously details are different. So all in all, wow, Glinda looks amazing here. And I mean, I have to get her in person first, but I think it's safe to say that she is better than the first movie doll. And next we have by the way, this Glinda was called Enchanting Glinda, and this new Elphaba is called the Thrillifying Elphaba. And yes, they're both in their iconic signature looks from the second movie. So Thrillifying Elphaba here is obviously in her new look with the loose braids or mini twists. The face grading, face sculpt, the exact same. Actually here, even makeup is the exact same. So no difference really, which kind of sucks for sure. It would have been really cool to see some more somber expressions perhaps for the second movie. The second movie dolls here. The hat, broom, same pieces like the first doll. Then she has a new accessory, the Grimoire, right? The book that actually opens up. That looks like a really nice piece. And then her outfit is also kind of similar. We have a cape for her, but this cape definitely does not look as soft or as high in quality as the first cape. It has more of like a tattered, you know, look to it, obviously, because it's supposed to look very, you know, like very dragged away and very torn apart because, you know, she's been flying around and she's been doing stuff. So she's been busy. So obviously her cape has been getting dirty and, you know, just very, very worn out. We do have like a pattern on the cape. But again, I think the actual quality of the cape will be kind of like very stiff. I don't think it's going to be like a soft material. And in her dress, it's kind of like a floor length trench coat looking dress, and then underneath it's all one piece. Underneath it looks like she has a separate dress on, but it's the same piece, so that's okay. I mean, we've come to expect these kinds of cutbacks with Mattel, unfortunately. At least she has a couple of buttons on the front, and her boots are the exact same like the first Elphaba's boots, unfortunately. So I feel like Elphaba actually kind of got the short end of the stick this time around, and in the first deluxe dolls, I feel like Elphaba looked better than Glinda. It's kind of funny, you know, but I think both of these look amazing, and obviously I mean, they're what they are, you know. I do think they capture the iconic looks for both characters. Now, those are the deluxe dolls priced around $40 to $50 US, I believe. They're going to be available everywhere in all the major retailers. And now this new collector Glinda doll, she will be priced a little bit higher, and she's going to be a Amazon exclusive. So very interesting. She has this really gorgeous pink packaging. Inside you can see she's like in this throne room. I think officially they're calling this her like throne room bubble dress or something like that. So very interesting. It doesn't look very regal. She doesn't even have her crown on here, but I guess this is kind of like obviously she's gonna be in like the wizard's chambers or whatever, and maybe she's gonna have her own throne, and that's, yeah, maybe this is like her casual look from the movie where she's like practicing magic or whatever. But I do like how her stand, the base, kind of looks like the base of like the device that she actually uses in the movie where she kind of floats around in a bubble, you know. That's kind of fun. It's unique to her. It's gold, and then she has her same old wand mold, which, you know, piece, which looks really cute. Her outfit is interesting. It's all fabric, thankfully. We have a couple of layers on the skirt, very sparkly. Her top is like very kind of like a shirt. It looks like a shirt, you know, but it's not. It has like these really nice sleeves. We have these details. The jewelry is different and new for her, and the shoes are also different. So I kind of have to see the context here of what the outfit is, like from which movie, like from which scene in the second movie this is from. But I do think this looks really nice and definitely deluxe. But it's kind of funny how the actual deluxe dolls look like Playline Plus, and then this new like collector Glinda, she doesn't look like really collector level, just maybe a bit more deluxe fabrics. So once again, with Mattel, we see a trend of them not really, you know, pricing things correctly, and kind of like, you know, just taking a lot of free liberties on how actually collector something is, or how much quality heavy something really is. Because this doll, she's really stunning, and I'm gonna get her, but like, is she like really worth more than the actual deluxe dolls? Like, I feel like these are both very similar in terms of like quality, you know. Anyway, that's Mattel for you. Okay, now we get into the interesting releases here. We have Dorothy's doll revealed, which I think also in turn kind of reveals and officially kind of confirms to us that the actress playing Dorothy will be, spoilers, Alicia Weir, I believe is her name. She played Abigail in Abigail the horror movie. She played Matilda in the most recent adaptation, I believe. So she's been doing a couple of movies, and she's really talented, and she's been seen at some of the Wicked, you know, the first movie premieres. And specifically, they only took pictures of her with Ariana and Cynthia. So that's kind of like where people got the thought that maybe she would be playing Dorothy. And I do think this face sculpt kind of looks like her, but also it just kind of looks like a generic Dorothy face sculpt, I have to be honest. So I'm not really sure if this confirms that this is going to be the actress playing her in a movie. But I do think at the very least, us seeing the doll here of Dorothy will definitely give us more insight into how Dorothy will be, you know, portrayed in the movie. Like, I definitely think we're gonna see her face. We're gonna see, like, she's gonna be casted by someone. She's gonna be played. She's gonna have like speaking lines in the movie. So I do think she's gonna have a, you know, kind of good sized role in the sequel, which is great to know. The actual doll, her dress is, you know, the dress looks very papery. All the details are, you know, printed on, unfortunately. But at least she includes her little basket and Toto. You know, it's really cute. It even moves the head. The face greeting is fine, and the pigtails, like the little braids, are nice. She's very simple, you know, but I do think it's just really fun that we're getting a new Dorothy doll, and for the new sequel, like, I mean, this is kind of huge. Speaking of huge, now we have an official Mattel Jeff Goldblum doll here. He plays the wizard, obviously, the Wizard of Oz, and now we have a doll of him, and this outfit looks very nice. I mean, again, the the details are all printed on, but we do have different layers, the shirt, the pants, we have the coat over that, and then we have the little gold chains like kind of stitched onto the dress shirt. He includes a cane, which is like very cool looking, shoes, and then the face sculpt is new, and the face grading also looks really like Jeff himself. It really like captures his likeness. He looks so good. He looks exactly like the movie, and like the character, like the facial hair, the hairdo, like the swirl, like I mean, come on, this is like next level. He looks so good. And I'm not usually into like boy dolls, you know, from Mattel, you know, like I collect them, but like it's not like my main thing. But like this one, he looks cool. And again, Jeff Goldblum, official Mattel doll. I feel like a lot of people are gonna want to get him. And speaking of, this doll and the Dorothy doll are apparently gonna both be Walmart exclusive. So that makes things even harder. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully these two become available on Amazon eventually for European fans like myself. Next, we have a Wicked Glinda's Glamorous Closet playset with two unique looks from the first movie. Basically, this is kind of like the Glinda's trunk that we see in the first movie that she has all her stuff in. And you know how in the first movie, some of them open up to have like different vanities and like different like things that move around and stuff. Very fun. Here, it's basically like that, but they kind of form a closet where you open it up, and then inside you have a vanity mirror, you have a clothing rack, and then you can, you can kind of like twirl the doll with a little stand as well. The doll is not included. I mean, that's kind of good because at least this way you don't have to pay extra. We do have two unique looks. The dress in the movie is pink. I'm not sure why it's like blue here. And then the two-piece with the skirt and the top is accurate because we do have BTS pictures of Ariana wearing the same exact outfit, but I guess we never saw it in the first movie. Maybe it got scrapped. Maybe we'll see it in the second movie. I'm not sure. But these two are accurate to the movie. So really fun. The accessories are nice, but I think overall as well, as long as this is not too expensive, I think this is a really nice little playset to have for Glinda for sure. Next, we have a new Wicked Shiz Sleepover, a 2-pack set here that includes a Glinda and Elphaba doll. And basically, this is kind of taking inspiration from the scene from the first movie where Glinda's giving Elphaba a makeover and they kind of like share their secrets. And, they even include two new outfits here that are actually from the beginning of the movie where we see Elfie and Glinda first enter Shiz, and they're wearing their school outfit, like the school uniform outfits basically. The only thing is that the school uniforms here are like the details are all printed on. There is no layers here. They're all just printed on details, which like, okay, wait, oh, really sucks. But at least it's accurate. At least it looks nice. It looks fine. Of course, these are more like second thoughts. That's why the quality here is not as heavy or not as intricate. There's no layers because again, these are just, like second outfits to include second outfits, for the sake of it for this playset. The main outfits that the two girls wear at least look really nice. We do have a bit more quality here with Elfie's little nightgown and then Glinda as well. We have different textures used, always love to see that. The face sculpts, face gradings, the exact same. We have some accessories that are, reused, I think, for the most part. And Glinda has a new mold for her practice wand, which looks really nice. I just love how you can also replicate the scene where they're looking in the mirror and Glinda says pink goes well with green or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And Elfie, it's a really big moment for Elphaba, so I think it's really nice how you can recreate that iconic scene for at least for that reason alone. I think this is a really nice set. And lastly, for doll releases, we have a first look at the singing Elphaba doll. We're also getting a singing Glinda doll, of course, but we don't have a picture of her yet. And we only have one picture of Elfie here. So hopefully we'll get those revealed soon. And I'm pretty sure we're getting also other dolls for Wicked Part 2, but for now, this is what we have. I am interested to see like where this purple dress comes from in the second movie because it looks interesting here. Yeah, very, very interesting. Okay, and now we get into the first look at the tons of new Mattel Wicked mini dolls. So firstly, we have a new playset here that is also taking inspiration from the scene from the first movie where Glinda is twirling around in her nightgown in the dormitory and she's like, she's like flinging around the chandelier and stuff. That's really nice. It's actually like like a full-on like little playset that actually closes up. Like it's not like a diorama, like this actually closes up. Like that's really nice. We have two sides, we have multiple accessories, two beds, we have a couple of features, you know, the chandelier actually turns around. We even have the balcony here, and an exclusive little mini doll of Glinda is as well included here. I think this looks really nice, and I might get it just because it is really a nice looking set. And then next up, we have a new little mini doll. I guess they're not really dolls, but they're like little figure packs. This one includes 5 figures, also from the first movie. By the way, I think, yeah, all of these are from the first movie. We do have a set for the second movie, but that will be later. So this figure pack includes the main characters from the first movie in their Shiz University looks, you know, Elphaba, Glinda, Fiero, Bach, and also of course Nessa Rose. They're all in their familiar, you know, Shiz University school looks. They're so adorable, and they include accessories as well. And I think it's really cool how even for Nessa Rose, they had a brand new body sculpt made, because she does have, you know, she sits in a wheelchair. And then we even have some real life images of this figure pack actually that were shared by the Oz Professor on Instagram. I believe like a Target store perhaps, I'm not sure, but they're also available online. Again, for European fans, not available yet, but I'm definitely getting this figure pack. It looks so adorable, and again, the heads do bobble. Interested. I don't know what that means. Like, do they just move all the time, or can you just move the heads? Because that's a different distinction. That's a different, you know, like a different meaning of, you know, head movement. But I think the chibi proportions here of the characters are really adorable. Is it weird how they basically don't have any ankles? Yeah, but it kind of reminds me of the, you know, Equestria Girls minis dolls from My Little Pony, you know? It kind of reminds me of those proportions where we don't have any ankles, or like for Monster High G3, you know, those characters, you know, for like the animated series, those characters also don't have really any ankles. Moving on, here's also a first look at the little like ice cream, like, you know, like dessert, like little trolley that we can see is from the scene where Elfie and Glinda are in the Emerald City, right? And they kind of like venture forth and they look at all these stores. That's basically what this is. The trolley moves. We have turning wheels. We have little ice cream pieces, little drinks. We have a turning umbrella. Elfie is included here, and she has these green sunglasses as well. She looks really nice. Her dress is in purple. It really sparkles. And then here's also a little set that is basically of Glinda in her bubble chariot, you know? Basically, you put Glinda inside, and you close up the bubble, and then you kind of press the bubble, and then apparently somehow, some way, she twirls around inside of the little sphere, and apparently she also moves her hand, or like she waves. I'm not sure how this works, like, you know, like what the mechanism is, but I love this. It's a nice little bubble piece, and I'm definitely getting this because, yeah, it's Glinda in her bubble. Come on, it's iconic. We love to see it. And she includes also her little wand and her crown, you know, like tiara. And she's obviously in her like little pink bubble dress look. These are gonna be brand new, like little hot air balloon, like a mystery blind box kind of figures where they basically, you don't know who you're getting. There's 5 in total, you know, the Wizard, Madame Morble, Fiero, Glinda, and Elfie. There's, 5, and you don't know who you're getting because these are kind of like blind boxes, but basically they kind of open up, and then you see like the hot air balloon. There's a little like paper medallion that you're supposed to insert into the front of the hot air balloon, and then you kind of like place the figure inside of the little basket. And once again, just like with the, you know, bubble sphere for Glinda, apparently when you like turn the gear on the side, there's a couple of moving mechanism, like apparently that twirls the figure inside of the little basket, or even again like makes them wave. I'm not sure how that all works, or maybe they're just taking, you know, like they're just kind of like making it sound like they're moving more than they actually will. I don't know, but basically we also had some real life pictures shared by Ready to Stand here on Instagram as well of these two figures, specifically Glinda and Elfie. They look really adorable. Glinda does not include her wand, and Elfie also does not include her broomstick here though. And then lastly, we have a huge playset, which is basically the Emerald City. There's a ton of different like kind of like dioramas here, basically of different stores. Wizomania Theater, where you can place your phone inside. The figures here are, well, the Glinda figure is exclusive. The Elfie figure is the same as the chariot, like the ice cream trolley one. It's a purple dress one, and we even have like a little centerpiece where we see the wizard's kind of like main like, you know, like the wizard's lair, I guess, basically. So there's a couple of gimmicks here as well, and it is very big and large, but I do feel like it kind of looks empty, you know, like there's like not too many accessories, and I feel like, yeah, it's a nice playset, but I'm not gonna get this for me. Maybe just some of the smaller ones. And then lastly, we have one new little figure pack here, specifically you know, tying into the second movie. So we have 5 figures once again, and these are of the main 4, like the I don't know, there's a name, right, that people call Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Lion, the Cowardly Lion, and the Scarecrow. Like they're the fantastic, no, not Fantastic Four, but basically we have the 4 main characters here from the Wizard of Oz, you know, and then we also have Glinda in her purple like periwinkle dress. I'm assuming we're also getting more Wicked Part 2 mini doll figurines, and this is not the only one, because obviously we're also getting one with Elphie in her new Wicked 2 look, but this is all we have for now. The lion looks really adorable, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, if you know, you know who they actually are in the context of the story, what role they play, you know, then, you know, that's really fun how we have these details for the face gradings, and we have some accessories that kind of like, you know, tie in with that lore. The detail on a Tin Man especially looks really nice, like I have to say, for a figure. That's really nice. We have Glinda as well with her periwinkle dress. She looks really adorable, and Dorothy includes Toto, a basket. I mean, come on, these are just too adorable. Okay, well, that was a lot of Wicked for 2 news with new dolls, new figures. I mean, those look really adorable, and the deluxe dolls will look really nice. I have seen eBay listings already for some of these items, and I'm kind of tempted to get the deluxe dolls on eBay early so I can review them for you as well early and not have to wait until like December. Would be really nice. But I don't know. I mean, the pricing is not too awful. Like, it's definitely like more than retail, but I don't know. What do you think? Should I get them on eBay? Should I get them early so I could review them for you? I also want to get them. I don't know. I think Glinda's new dress here is just so stunning. Like, it really does look so good. But what do you think of Dorothy, of the Wizard, of the figures, of the new obviously the new reveals for the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, yeah, there's so much to take in. What do you think? Let me know down below. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below. There's a couple of perks as well if you're interested. No pressure, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.